Hey, welcome back, guys. Tommy Egan is back, and this time, it's all or nothing. With the feds closing in, rival gangs circling, and his own crew fracturing, Season 3 of Power Book 4 of Forest promises to be the most explosive chapter yet. But this isn't just the end of a series, it's the end of an era. Let's break down what to expect from Tommy's final ride through Chicago's underworld. Before we begin, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notification to immediately receive these videos. Also, big thank you to all of my Patreon family. If you'd like to be the next one, hit the link pinned to the comments below. And lastly, a spoiler alert is now in effect for all things Powered. Here we go. When we last saw Tommy, he was on the brink, caught between loyalty and ambition. Season 3 picks up with him facing pressure from all sides. The feds are tightening their grip. Miguel Garcia's empire is expanding, and the streets are more volatile than ever. According to Deadline, Tommy must poach customers from rival factions just to stay afloat. But with the deepening divide in his own coalition, even his allies might become enemies. Season 2 left Tommy in a precarious position. He'd just taken a major hit from Miguel Garcia, lost key allies, and found himself increasingly isolated. The Sampson brothers were at each other's throats, and the feds were circling like vultures. Tommy's empire was growing, but so were the cracks beneath it. Tommy's always been more than a trigger-happy enforcer. He's a man hunted by loss. Ghost, Lakeisha, even his mother's betrayal. In Force, we've seen him try to build something of his own, but the ghosts of his past still shape his every move. Season 3 will test whether Tommy can evolve into a true kingpin, or if he's destined to burn everything down. His similarities to Ghost were heightened at the end of Season 2, as we saw his ambitious nature morph into deceptive leanings, even subtly leaving a bad taste in the mouth of his new partner and Ghost's surrogate to a degree, Diamond Sampson. Diamond's arc is one of redemption, a man trying to leave the game behind, only to be pulled back in by loyalty and necessity. His alliance with Tommy has always been uneasy, and with Jannard pushing harder than ever in the shadows, Diamond may have to choose between peace and power. Blood may prove to be undefeated as we go forward in Season 3, as we did witness Diamond and Jannard make amends to a degree, so Diamond will definitely be in a position to choose, and no pun intended, have his hand be forced. Will he finally take a stand, or get caught in the crossfire? Which leads us to Jannard. Jannard's ambition is explosive. He's young, hungry, reckless, and most dangerously, being led by a cutthroat woman. A toxic mix indeed. But underneath the bravado is a man desperate to prove himself. This is the man who controlled CBI for 15 years in his brother's absence, and is hungry to climb back atop his own organization, which is now being controlled by his brother and de facto leader, Tommy Egan himself. Season 3 could be his breaking point. Will he rise as a new king, or fall trying to outshine his brother? Or worse yet, even be the entity that turns his brother against his current partner in crime? We shall see. This brings us to Tommy's current antagonist, Miguel Garcia. Miguel isn't just a rival, he's a mirror. Where Tommy leads with emotion, Miguel leads with calculation. His rise has been methodical, and in Season 3, he's poised to challenge Tommy, not just with bullets, but with brains. The question is, who's more dangerous? The man with nothing to lose, or the man who plans 10 steps ahead? When we last saw Miguel, he had gotten the intellectual and emotional better of Tommy in the wake of Tommy's upheaval to co-distro with the blessing of the Estrada family. Unwilling to accept this defeat lying down, however, Miguel literally took Tommy's heart out of his chest by displacing Maria, who we do see in the new teaser images, and now know that she's alive, albeit estranged. The question is, what will Tommy do to regain his new lost love? And what will it cost him? It's the streets or the sheets for Tommy, and we'll see which one he chooses. Another major thorn in Tommy's side is none other than his own nephew. Tommy's family has always been his Achilles heel. His brother JP wants peace, but D-Mac wants purpose, and both want Tommy to be more than a street legend. But in a world where love is a liability, can Tommy protect them without losing himself? Their arcs could be the emotional anchor of the season. Where we last saw JP, he dismissed his half-brother due to his grievances with his lifestyle and actions against their mother, who Tommy surely would have let die just to not have to deal with her drug-addicted behavior anymore. But D-Mac is another story entirely. His murder of Kilo's nephew could be the one single thing that destroys the CBI coalition, especially if Kilo isn't able to exact his revenge due to the real-life actor Glenn Big Baby Davis being locked down for fraud in between the two seasons. So I guess we'll see where that storyline ends up given recent events. Nevertheless, D-Mac will have to pay for his crimes, and if we know power like we surely do, he's gonna have to pay in blood. This brings us to Jannard's muse, Shanti Showstopper Page, who is also depicted in the new teaser images. Shanti is stepping into the spotlight, and her loyalty is still a mystery. Is she a true ally or playing her own game? Based on her behavior in the finale of Season 2, the answer to that question is definitely the latter. Her influence could reshape the power dynamics in Chicago, and her chemistry with Tommy might complicate everything. Also in the teaser, one of her henchmen from Season 2 is depicted reacting over-emotionally, as if it's in response to a tragedy. Could this be a residual effect of Shanti's demise? Perhaps Tommy maybe found out where that text message came from that tipped off Miguel to Tommy and Maria's relationship, and maybe she had to pay her own blood price in the aftermath of the revelation. We'll see. Stacey Marks is another problem, as her desire to lock down Egan just went from fervent to obsessive. She isn't just another fed, she's methodical, relentless, and personal. Her pursuit of Tommy isn't about justice, it's about legacy. And in a city where corruption runs deep, she might be the only one playing by the rules, or pretending to. This season won't just be about Tommy, it's about the Power Universe. With legacy on the horizon, every move matters. Will Tommy survive to see the next chapter, or will his story become a cautionary tale for the next generation? All signs point to the former in this regard, as Tommy and Tariq running the streets together is just too reminiscent to not be a reality. As for Force Season 3, some fans believe that Diamond will betray Tommy, especially based on their final interaction in the finale of Season 2, where once again, Tommy deceptively left him out of a plan that had to do with the fate of Victor Flynn, keeping him alive for his own purposes as opposed to killing him like the two had agreed upon. So will this seed manifest into a fruitful betrayal, where we'll see Diamond rejoining his brother and going against Tommy for all of the chaos that he's caused in a city where he wouldn't have been able to move at all if it wasn't for Diamond's backing? Others think that D-Mac might take over the business. And then there's the wildest theory, where Ghost returns in a flashback to guide Tommy one last time. But don't hold your breath for that one, as yours truly has previously made it clear as to why Ghost is nothing more than a distant memory, and any ideas of him showing up in the future is merely a figment of our imagination. But whatever happens, this season will leave fans talking. So what can we expect from Power Book 4 Force Season 3? War, loyalty, and legacy. A final stand that could redefine the Power Universe. Joseph Sikora called this season the perfect opportunity to stay true to our artistic vision. That means no shortcuts and no soft landings. Expect betrayals, power shifts, and a finale that leaves a mark. Whether Tommy walks away or goes down swinging, he's going out on his own terms. But that will do it for this one. What are your thoughts on the new teaser images and predictions for Force Season 3? Be sure to drop me your opinions in the comments below. As always, I thank you for watching today's video. If you liked today's video, go ahead and drop $1 on that Cash App for us, hit the like button, share it with your friends who are Power fans, and subscribe for more content such as this. This is Rudy P. Magic of Rudy P. Magic Beats, and have a blessed one until the next one. Peace, y'all.